Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the Season Starcraft English commentary. We're going to continue on with PSL. This is 2024 Season 1 Round 3 finals played between two Terran players, Royal versus Sharp. After two games, the scores is tied up 1-1. This next set is going to be played on the map Vermeer. You can see this map here at the bottom left of the screen, and it looks like we're going to be having our Sharp spawning at the top right in the blue color, and his opponent Royal is going to be spawning at the bottom right in the red color. Yeah, so nice games so far, but of course TvT, there's only so much you can say. It's not it's not the ideal matchup here for our finals. We'd like to have a PVZ, PVT or ZVT would be nice. Mirror matchups are not very fun. But yeah, it does lend itself to some nice crazy mid to late game scenarios if we actually pay attention. So that's at least some good stuff for us coming up. Yeah, so who is gonna be favorite to win here? I would say that in terms of current form, Sharp is slightly better, but of course Royal is an ASL champion, whereas Sharp is not. So that is also something that we can think about. Alright, looks like we're gonna be having some Marines crossing each other in the middle of the map here. I would say that Royal will be in here for a surprise. Royal is the one with the forward barracks. He starts to attack. Looks like Royal is gonna be losing his first Marine. This other Marine is gonna try to get on the high ground, but we do have the other Marine from Royal chasing him. What is gonna be his reaction? He's gonna try to fall back. He will try to attack with two Marines. One Marine on the left side and the other Marine on the right side, but Sharp knows better. He's gonna back up into his onto his high ground now, and we're gonna be having a quick vulture. So already a slight advantage going to the defender Sharp, and the forward barracks has not been able to get Royal any kind of advantages. Let's see if the vulture will. Looks like this SV is gonna try to check. He will see that there's no expansion or no SV. They're getting ready to expand, and he will see that there's gonna be a nice quick vulture coming out. The vulture snipes the SCV, no add-on. And Royal has already taken his command center, so we need to actually put down a bunker now. Sharp will also put down his own command center. The game is gonna go down from there. In this kind of early stages of the game, we don't really have any exciting things to talk about. Both players are obviously just gonna be going for single factory. Sometimes we see a quick transition into starport, but more often than not, it's gonna be double factory and sometimes triple factory. We do have a small diversion here. It's gonna be Sharp who takes the add-on. Royal has not. He's gone for a second factory without add-on. Sharp will have a slight map control now, with him given the fact that he's got his faster vultures out, and he didn't have to dedicate enough money, actually a lot of money, to make that quick command center. Alright, so looks like Sharp is going to be on the defending side with 3 vultures and some Marine. He's just holding on tight here. Will Sharp attempt to do a frontal push with maybe some vultures with speed? That might be something that he's going to be going for, but keep in mind Royal's new base has been saturated now, so Royal is going to be able to pump out a lot more forces out of his two bases compared to Sharp. Alright, we're going to be having just both players are just setting up things for greatness to come here. Sharp is still on this side of the map, trying to look for opening, trying to contemplate what is the meaning of life, what is the mission of the universe, and what are the goals and purposes of Mr. Neo. As said in the words of Agent Smith, you don't have a purpose, and the purpose that we are here for, Mr. Anderson, is the same for you and I. I have to thank you for your great, what is it? I don't know. Whatever is the great thing he did. Without you, there would be no me. And now I'm here, new and improved. Do you feel it, Mr. Anderson? Do you hear it? The sound of your own death toll. Do you see it coming like clear light in sunshine? Alright, what's happening now? We're going to be having a landing barracks here, just trying to buy some time slightly for Sharp. Sharp's got a lot of vultures in the area. He's going to start to move across the map, and defending vultures from Royals is nicely positioned. There's even a bunker in the front to block. A second Goliath comes out. Vulture's going to try to come in. He's going to try to wait for Vulture's speed. He's going to lay some mines first, and then he gets pushed back. Royal sees these vultures, and he sees the mine. His tank is a little bit far forward, but I think for all intents and purposes it's fine for the time being. He can always put it back and wait for the support of the vulture. Anyway, 6-minute mark of the game, and Royal and Sharp are on even supply. Has one of these players decided to go for more econ than military? Because it feels like it should have been Roy who's got more supply. Okay, something was cancelled there, not so sure exactly what. Alright, what's happening? Go. Yo, give me some coffee. I need to drink coffee. I recently have, I haven't been drinking a lot of these kind of colored drinks for a long time. I only drink water, actually. Because I'm allergic to caffeine, as you all know, and as well as to tea. And I don't like getting discolored teeth because my face already looks like that guy from the movie The Penguin that just came out. So if I drink more coffee, then my teeth will be as black as the actual penguin's skin color, and that's not good. I need to at least save something, if not my skin, at least my teeth would need to be white and clean. So this is why I refrain from drinking coffee and tea and orange juices and stuff like that. But you can buy me water. Water is fine. Water only costs $1 for like a huge bottle. In my country, Vietnam, $1 would buy. Oh, nice mine clearance. The bottle of 1.5 liters of water costs how much? I guess in a supermarket it costs nothing. It costs something like 40 cents. But if you go to the convenience store, because who goes to supermarkets nowadays, right? Everything is about convenience store. I guess in the US you don't have convenience store. That's so funny. In America, I've never seen, I guess in the big cities you have convenience store, but everywhere else you don't. You just have gas stations. And I think the US is the only country in the world, well, maybe some countries in Europe also have gas station, where a gas station is where you buy stuff. In my communist country, gas station is there to actually pump gas only. If you want to buy food or drinks or porn magazines, you go to the convenience. I guess not the porn magazines because that is illegal. If you want to porn, you just go onto the internet. Who prints porn magazines anymore? I mean, it's just a waste of paper and a huge, I don't know, like FU to the environment. Do not waste paper on that stuff, and you even need to waste more paper to clean up your stuff after you're finished. What I often do in these kind of scenarios is go into the bathroom and just stand in front of the toilet bowl and do it. That way I don't waste paper. I don't create any kind of additional, I don't know, burden for the environment. So you guys should always, learn from me. Anyways, a nice attack by Sharpie, moving on the high ground. Royal versus Sharp. Sharp's gonna be on the high ground. He gets the advantage, and he's gonna try to shell from here. Looks like Royal needs to scan. He will lose the first forward tanks, but maybe he won't mind. It's gonna be vultures coming through. This base is under siege as well. Sharp is getting Royals back to what has been done to him in the previous game. The hidden command center, the hidden command centers 3 times. I think this base will get saved, so maybe this attack was a little bit too futile, but at least Sharp is able to contain his enemy. Keep in mind that he's also containing his enemy from the north side. This map, Vermeer, you have these, high grounds in the middle of the map that if one player contains, gets a nice position on it, then the other guys cannot get across. The only, pushback or drawbacks. Pushback? What is a pushback? The only drawback to that. Okay, these SCVs need to run. Oh my god. So many SCVs gonna getting sniped here, and Sharp has lost a lot of supply in that engagement. So he's gonna move back. As you can see, he's moving the rest of his tanks back because he knows he needs more forces to try to hold this choke. Of course, he's taking the base that is very far from his enemy, the 12 o'clock position, so he will not mind if he allows the enemy to advance a little bit further in this regards. But still, you need to kind of hold it as much as you can. Anyways, this single tank will get sniped at some point for sure, because Royal knows, why are you moving? Why do I feel so much force presence near your expansion? That means you must have moved some of your guys back. And this is exactly what the Ukraine and Russia did in their wars. They accumulate a lot of troops, and then when it's no longer needed, they move them away from those positions without the other guys knowing. And that is the key to some of the victories, especially Ukraine. Like they feint an attack against a Russian place. So I think back in 2023 or something like that. They feint an attack against a certain location, a certain city, and Russian forces all scramble from the other side to get to that place to defend it. And under the cover of darkness, Ukrainians would start to move their forces out and attack a different point. And of course, Russia doesn't have the right forces to cover it. And the rest is history. I guess it's not yet history because we're still going on. Anyways, I think a lot of you support the Ukraine, right? You guys support. Of course, everyone talks about democracy and freedom and do not, attack the other guy's sovereignty. So I think that makes sense. What doesn't really make sense to me is that why the Ukraine need to join NATO. That is just the only problem, the only puzzle, the only, needle in the sack, the only variable, the only unknown in the equation, the only exclamation mark in a factorial number, I think. But anyways, we're going to be having now Sharp 115 supply, Roy 133, where the 12-minute mark of the game. The game needs to end now because I'm so sleepy. We're going to be having a drop, and why is this drop right in the face of everybody? This is the weakest drop and the lamest drop ever. Royal loses his dropship, but still he's ahead by a lot of supply, so I guess he won't mind. Okay, the 3 o'clock position goes to Royal's surprising results. Very surprising results, excuse me. And he's I don't know what happened exactly, but now Royal is kind of in the lead now. He's gonna drop the 12 o'clock position. He's got the 3 o'clock position to himself. If he drops it quickly, he might even be able to saturate and start to mine for the 3 o'clock position, which will always help in the long run. Anyways, looks like Sharp's gonna try to come out for a counterattack. Let's take a look at this base now. It's gonna be a vulture drop, 3 vultures coming out, and Sharp is not in the right place to intercept. These vultures need to start to lay some mine. SCVs are running away. Attacking SCVs on gas is a nice idea. It would have been a lot better to actually go out and lay some mines before attempting to attack the SCVs, but he's gonna attack anyways and just buy some time. Now Royo is ahead by about 30 supply. He's got his 4 bases set up. There's gonna be a counter drop from Sharp, completely reveal. That's not good. A single Goliath dropping here. Royo is scrambling to return. There are no openings. There is some opening. The tank need to siege now. Okay, he does go for the siege. Look at this perfectly spread out supply depot. This drop is gonna be going all the way into the corner. There's gonna be a lot of tanks. The SCVs are not running, and yeah, 3 tanks against 2. That tanks will fall. These tanks are still alive. SCVs are attacking as a shield buffer there. But at the last minute, I think at the last minute, Royo is going to be able to clear up his bases. Supply defense is not that great anymore. 164 for Royo, 145 for Sharp. Alright, more forces moving across the map. Sharp is going to try to regain some of the territories he has ceded to Royo in the previous battles. We have small engagement here on the left side, southern left side. Sharp gets pushed back. Royo doing some good shots with just vultures and Goliaths and tank and mines. Excuse me, he's able to push back 3 or 4 tanks. That is going to be fine. But Sharp needs to think about the next move here. Both players have 4 bases. If the map gets split into half, then we might have a scenario for some kind of BC production later. Right now, the 12 o'clock position is controlled by by Sharp, and Royo controls the 6 o'clock position, but the 3 o'clock position is right now in Royo's hands. So if Sharp doesn't take the 9 o'clock position later, then he's going to be behind in bases. Looks like we're going to be having an attack here. Looks like the angles are slightly better for Sharp. He surrounds from 3 sides. He surrounds his enemy from 3 sides, but Royo's got some high ground advantage. Keep that in mind. And even this floating command center, this floating science facility is gonna fall, and the floating science vessel, aka mushroom cloud, is providing some nice vision. There's gonna be more attacks. Vulture's is gonna try to move across the map, but he cannot go an inch further. This is gonna be the end of the advancement of Royo's armies. Excuse me. But anyways, yeah, it's at least good for Royo. He's got 5 bases now, and Sharp has not taken his 5th base. He started to build his 5th base, but it would take a while for that base to materialize. All right, that's it. What we'll be having. By the way, what do I want to talk about you guys anymore? So, like I told you, there's a recent movie, the TV series from Netflix, or what is it? Maybe from HBO. I don't even know. That is called The Penguin. That is a nice TV series about crime drama, about mafia, about thriller stuff. So if you enjoy those kind of nice plots, then please go ahead and watch The Penguin. I would be personally looking forward to Squid Game number 2. I hope they don't play rock and paper scissors. I hope they play Starcraft. Imagine one of these Starcraft or League of Legends or one of those esport game makes it to Squid Game season 2. And that would be so insane because naturally the Korean players are the best in the world anyway. So, yeah. Oh my god, it's such a genius idea. Squid Game Season 2 should be about esports. Yeah, like imagine a bunch of drug addicts, get kidnapped and put into the back of a van, and then transport you to an island. And this guy with a mask comes over and says, welcome. You are here to play a game, and the game is gonna be Starcraft, Warcraft, and what is it? The one League of Legends. The player who gets eliminated in last man standing style is gonna get shot also. Who made the best man win? That's gonna be so hilarious. That's gonna be so hilarious. Of course, I don't know how much is the universal value of such a scenario because esport is basically something that only Korean people play. As we all know, no one else in the world play esports. Maybe Chinese people. Yeah. Alright, 17-minute mark of the game, and I'm trying to stay awake by thinking of some random jokes, but I'm failing. So if you're here, please leave a comment as to what kind of jokes you have. Give me some jokes. Give me some jokes, man. I need some jokes. I have some. Actually, I have one from the penguin that I just picked up the other day. So why don't the seagulls fly over? Wait, what's the oh my god, I cannot remember. Why don't the seagulls fly over the sea? You get it? Why don't the seagulls fly over the sea? And the answer is, ready for it? Dun, dun, dun. Because if they fly over the bay, they would be bagels. Get it? Get it? Alright, I woke up a little bit there. Thanks to that joke that I learned from the penguin shop. Maxed out, Royal, not yet maxed out. What's happening? How many bases? Who is where? What is now? Looks like Royal contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases, and Shop contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. So both players have 6 bases, but it's gonna be Shop who drops, and Royal is in a lot of trouble. What is his next move? He comes in with counter drop. Very, very nice attacks here, and Royal comes up with mine exploding in the face of the tank. What I needed for now to wake up. I need some explosion to wake myself up from the slumber. But looks like in the last bit it's not going to be a big explosion, just some small explosion. Royal clear things out and he saves his way. But how many SCVs were massacred in that battle? I mean, this is worse than the massacre of My Lai village back in 1960 something in my country, with some US GI just came in and just shot a bunch of girls, and one a nosy reporter comes in to take a photo of everything. So that's basically a summary of that event for you. Don't even need to look it up because you don't need to. It's not worth it. It's not worth the time to learn some old stuff happening about 60 to 70 years ago. Anyways, back to this game. 194 supply for you, 198 for Shop, 0 for me because I'm so tired from watching these games. I've been working hard, man. You need to be proud of Namcraft. Well, Namcraft has been working hard and making a lot of money. What's happening now? More dropships from Shop attacking against the bottom left, but there are some to it. No, they're just some mine. Okay, looks like double drop. Both players have decided to drop, but this drop from Royal, is it gonna be good? The turret destroys so many dropships. The drop from Shop is okay, it clears some stuff, but this drop is sick, man. These 4 tanks are still alive. Oh, no, it's gonna be just 2 tanks. It's just 2 tanks at a time from the left side with the shell. No, it looks like Yada is with the shell. Shop gains his high ground and he's gonna be the shell against the low ground forces, but Royal from the ground siege first. He siege first. The other tanks from Shop will need to back up. He's gonna need to find a better angle to siege here. At the last minute, he loses 1 tank. He keeps only 2 tanks and 2 Goliaths back in that group of forces. The game will go on. We're still at the 20-minute mark of the game. I need to go pee among doing other things. So may the best man win, basically. And may the best man decide, very, very soon that he's gonna be the win or not. Looks like Sharp has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases. Okay, looks like the map is split in half now. And that is not a good sign because we might have some battle cruisers, which means I need to hold my P a little bit more. Looks like some drops getting destroyed. Sharp is, of course, having a nice situation for himself in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere near King's Landing, the Royal family is also holding their forts very, very nicely here. Sharp Royal meeting in the middle of the map for some small skirmish. Looks like neither players have got a nice advantage, so both the players gonna back up here. I think we need to see BCs. I'm quite sure this game Battlecruiser is gonna get deployed, because even that Royal is pushing Sharp back like this with a lot of ground forces, Sharp can just hold easily with only a few tanks. Yeah, look at this, guys. He comes forward from left side and he reinforces once again. And this position that Royal is trying to establish is going to get attacked from 3 sides, 3 angles, which is not going to be good. So I'm quite sure we will see battlecruisers in this game, because the map is completely split in half. I guess not entirely, because the bottom left is not yet claimed by Royal. So he's technically down a base, but he's winning the battles. He's winning. Okay, I guess, yeah, Sharp has not taken a base as well, so there are 2 bases not yet taken. You know, 1 for each of these players. Some attacks happening on the left side, very good. And Royal is gonna assault against the 1130 position. He's got a tank. He's shouting any kind of reinforcement from the right side. Vulture's laying some mine and buying precious time. 1 tank down, 2 tanks down. What is Sharp doing? All of a sudden, Sharp is wasting so many forces, just running random in random circles here. More battles happening in the middle map. We're in the 22nd and 22nd minute, excuse me, and 30 seconds of the game. Royal maxed out Sharp, 171 supply. More battles happening. Do we have a clear victor? Not yet. These switches go through and start to snipe. The SV, look at this Sharp walk blindly into enemy tank fire, counter drop to save his bases. So I guess Sharp is still holding on. More photos coming out. Royal's all over the place. He's attacking, he's defending, he's dropping, he's harassing. He is also looking menacing like a real killer, serial killer in the booth there. But anyways, I think this base is going to be falling. Sharp has lost a lot of supply in the last 1 minute or so, but he will be able to save this base as we come out just to buy time and trade effectively here. Alright, at the last minute, looks like both players are going to be just teetering out, but Sharp has lost so many SCVs in various bases. I mean, his top left, his 1130 lost a lot of bases, a lot of SCVs, and this base at the 2 option lost a lot of SCVs. But anyways, yeah, I guess this base is gonna get cleared out, and now Royal is ahead by about 30 supply. He controls a lot of locations. Only 1 location that Royal can think about to attacking, which will completely seal the game, is gonna be the 9 option. He need to actually just send 1 or 2 vultures there, and he's gonna be able to completely take it out. Yeah, Sharp, like he doesn't have SCVs. The only bases with a healthy concentration of SCV remaining is the 12 o'clock position. Every other base that has a lot of minerals remaining don't really have SCVs. So as you can see, Royal's got almost 3,000 money in the bank. Sharp has got only 900. And Royal comes forward with more drops. And where's gonna be the next action? Just attack against the 9 o'clock position, man. He needs to know that there's a 9 o'clock position completely open and ripe for the taking. Sharp coming out as well to trying to save his bases. Some of these dropships are so damaged. But we're gonna be having both of the dropship meeting each other in the center. But Sharp has got the better vision. He's gonna drop a single Goliath here just to buy time. Counter drop, but that drop is gonna be on the low ground, and Sharp is gonna drop on the high ground. He's got already a tank on the high ground. Losing this single tank on the right side possibly won't actually matter that much. More drops happening here. These SCVs need to run away. Commands that are getting lifted, but Sharp will have tanks on the high ground to actually deal with this, I think. More tanks dropping from the other side, and looks like Royal is slightly outnumbered here. He's forced to evaporate the position event. Looks like there's gonna be more drops here. And do we have any kind of openings? There is gonna be some openings inside the main. There's gonna be some Goliath and a single tank. This drop we will be able to shell that position. SV is coming out to buy time here. 4 Goliaths in the back. They need tank support. Tank from the loading side. Need to siege. Looks like in the last minute, Royal is going to be losing this space and the game will stabilize. We are at the 25th minute mark of the game, and there's still more to come. I think Royal still has the advantage, but trading inefficiently in the last minute or so. Looks like Royal decided enough is enough. Get out of here. He will attack the 2 o'clock position with everything he's got. At least he's going to be to shout the command center, because the command center has been burning for a while. SCV is coming off the line to try to save this command center and try to do some splash damage against the forward tank. Looks like 1 tank's fall, but there's still more. There are more tanks in the back. and that base will fall. Sharp's gonna try to attempt a nice bust of the 6 o'clock position, which is very much lightly defended. You need to unsiege and move inside, but no Goliath coming out to reinforce, and there's gonna be Goliath drop to take out this base in this position, which can be very nice. Sharp behind about 20 supply, Royal 194. The game is still going on, and Sharp he lost the 1130 position, so he's slightly behind in bases. Royal's economy has not been disturbed for the last 5 to 10 minutes. He's been the only guy dictating what the game would look like, where the battles would take place and so forth, and Sharp is just playing reactively. But anyways, more attacks happening here. His Goliaths is going to be wasting their lives, and that's not good. But maybe, just maybe, Sharp doesn't have the leisure to think about it anymore. Reinforcement coming from all sides. We might have a GG call, so this is the only base remaining that actually have any meaning, the 9 o'clock position, because everything else is completely destroyed, shattered, tethered. Alright, what's up next? Maybe some candies for myself, because I need some sweets. Okay, I just told you I don't drink colored stuff, and candies are the worst for your teeth, I think. Alright, the battles are still going on. I don't know why we don't have a clear victory yet, because Royo is completely in the lead. He's once again with 40 lead, 40 supply lead, and we're going to be having the attacks against the 9 o'clock position. Looks like Sharp is coming back to save it. He's got some Goliaths pulling in the back. These dropship will need to actually land whatever they have inside. Looks like there's nothing inside. The dropships are only there to pick up SCVs. They're not there to actually lay forces down and protect this base, and looks like Royo is going to be able to take out the 9 o'clock position. With that in mind, Royo is going to be having 6 bases. Sharp will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the Sharp also has 6 bases. So interesting because Sharp is behind, but in terms of number of bases, actually, Royo has not been taking a lot of bases himself. He has not taken the bottom left. He's not taken the 8 o'clock position. Alright, what's happening now? There's gonna be more counter drop coming out. Royo is gonna be claiming the 9 o'clock position for himself. He's gonna put up a lot of mine, a lot of turrets. He wanna make sure that nothing else can cross his area. And in that regards, he's gonna be able to just deny any kind of reinforcement from Sharp's main base. Another attack happens in the middle of the map. This position is likely defended, coming from all sides, but we have some Voltus reinforcement from Sharp, but more reinforcement from Royo, just non-stop dealing of forces from both sides here, and this position is going to get held. Of course, Royo just want to waste time. He just want to engage in these battles senselessly, so that his bases can get up, his turrets, mines are placed, and he will be to mine those mineral patches a lot more before it might possibly fall to his enemy. Alright, more battles happening in the middle of the map here. Tanks sieging on the low side of the map, and Sharp is able to stop the advancement of Royo's army, but is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? We need to have more bases from Sharp, because he's actually not mining that much anymore. Alright, where are these SVs going? Not exactly where they're getting bunched up together like that, but looks like Royo decided to move across the map. Royo has traded inefficiently, I think, in the last 10 minutes or so. He loves to go for these kind of ground attacks, which really hurts his economy, but maybe he feels that he's got enough money, so he will do it just that. Yeah, even more tanks are falling, and Sharp has done so much with just so little. Alright, the 1130 position has been regained by Sharp, so now Sharp's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bases, and Sharp has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases only. There are 2 bases within Royo's reach, but he's not yet taking it. Okay, this Commander doesn't have any kind of activities going on. More drops happening here. This is gonna be just to bait the tanks into doing their own splash damage, and the last one is gonna back up here. Alright, looks like more drops getting deployed here. There's only 2 tanks on the high ground, no Goliath. This is a 3-prong attack. A single drop here would take care of 3 bases at once. He needs to pull back. Goliath needs to be in position. SV is gonna get pulled, and this is gonna be an efficient trade here, I think, for Sharp, but he's got no choice. He's got no choice. He needed to trade. He needed to trade now, and he does a decent job of spreading out his forces. And SVs are doing so much damage in the back. but now Sharp has fallen about 50 supply compared to Royal. So Royal has traded beautifully in that attack, and we even have 2 Goliaths left over, a single Vulture harassing the SCV line and Goliaths harassing the other SCV line. More forces coming out from Royal, and Sharp is unable to breathe. He's completely choked to death here with the Hamlock. What is it? Hamlock or Hamlick maneuver, right? It's when you press. What is the Hamlick maneuver? Or the Hamlock maneuver is when you press a certain key on your body, and your body is completely paralyzed, like your neck or something. I don't know. Anyways, we are still going on. Almost 32nd minute of the game now. Sharp should be losing soon, but he's fighting valiantly, and Royo is having some difficulty closing out the game. He will come out with more forces to reinforce. Alright, more attacks happening, but yeah, keep this in mind. If Royo is not able to kill himself out, then that's gonna be slightly problematic, because Sharp still has a chance to come back. If you can mine efficiently out of these top 3 bases at the top left, and Sharp is not able to mine his own 3 bases at the bottom left, then things will be a different matter. For the time being, it's going to be just some senseless battles. In the middle of the map, Royo once again ahead by about 70 supply. He comes forward now. This base is slightly defended, but there's still a lot of tourists remaining. Anyways, looks like at the last minute Royo decided to clear out this area. Would he even float his command center over instead of building it? It might be possible. Alright, more attacks happening here from both sides of the map. And look at Sharp's supply. Down to just 100. Royo 133 and losing. Okay, at least Sharp is going to be able to take this base out and regain some of it. What is going to be Royo's response? He has built a command center at the bottom left of the screen, so it's going to be having, you know, that area secured to himself. But he needs to start to build turrets, because he built some turrets at a 9 position, but that position was not able to hold. That position falls to his enemy. He's gonna try to come out here. Well, I guess he will try to clear out these areas first, and you know, get some Goliaths out of the way. Where are the dropships? Because I think now Royo could actually reinforce the 9 position with some dropships, but he's not gonna do that. And these SVs are gonna be sitting duck against the tank fire. Very, very nice. So as Sciences is getting attacked there. Careless mistake from Sharp. He's behind by almost 100 supply now. Alright, Royo comes out and re-establish a new DMZ line. He will try to hold it. Keep in mind, once again, like I tell you, this map Vermeer, you have so many spaces that you can exploit behind the ridges, you know, in the spatial area just above of each expansion. So in TvT, if you are the offending player and trying to go for aggressive drops, you will need to find those open areas to navigate your dropships across without fear of getting sniped by turrets or even worse, Valkyries and Wraiths. Alright, what's happening now? Sharp has regained the 9 position. Of course, you need to rebuild everything there. Royo is gonna load up a huge Congo. What is gonna be the sensible move for Royo? Should he switch to carrier? Excuse me, BCs, because he's got a lot more. I guess he doesn't have a lot more minerals and gases. He's using his minerals and gases quite efficiently, not actually letting it shoot up. More forces moving out, so Royo is gonna regain the 9 oxygen. That base has exchanged ownership for a couple of times here. Vultures coming out, there's nothing here, only some tanks on the high ground, so these vultures can actually think about not moving on the high ground, but he's gonna move in onto the high ground anyway, just to really instill fear into the enemy's hearts and keep the attack against from his own bases. Anyways, GG from Sharp. The next set goes to our friend Royo. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.